Think smarter, unlocking your critical thinking potential for personal growth. Chapter 1. Welcome to the Brain Gym. The importance of critical thinking. Critical thinking is the secret sauce that can spice up not just your decision-making, but also your entire life. Imagine standing at a crossroads of choices, each path lined with shiny distractions and alluring shortcuts. By honing your critical thinking skills, you become the wise sage who navigates through confusion with clarity and confidence. You'll find that this ability to analyze, evaluate, and synthesize information empowers you to make choices that align with your true self and your goals. So, let's dive into why critical thinking is more important than ever in our fast-paced, information-saturated world. First off, critical thinking is your trusty compass in the vast wilderness of information overload. In an age where everybody seems to have an opinion, and facts can be as slippery as a banana peel, the ability to discern what's credible and what's just noise is paramount. With critical thinking, you become a savvy detective, sifting through evidence and spotting inconsistencies. This skill not only aids your personal growth, but also helps you develop a finely tuned radar for spotting misinformation, allowing you to engage in conversations that are not just hot air, but meaningful exchanges. Moreover, critical thinking is your go-to toolkit for problem solving. Picture a puzzle with pieces scattered everywhere. Some are bright and shiny, while others are dull and worn. Critical thinking helps you identify which pieces fit together, enabling you to tackle challenges with creativity and logic. This is particularly useful in personal development, as you can approach obstacles with a mindset that encourages resilience and adaptability. Instead of feeling overwhelmed when life throws you a curveball, you'll become that person who sees the silver lining and transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. Now, let's not forget the role of critical thinking in ethics and morality. In a world where moral dilemmas can be as sticky as bubblegum on a hot pavement, critical thinking helps you navigate these tricky situations with grace. It prompts you to question your values, assess the impact of your decisions, and consider multiple perspectives. This not only enriches your own ethical framework, but also enhances your ability to engage with others in discussions about right and wrong. With critical thinking as your guide, you can contribute to a more thoughtful and compassionate society. Finally, when it comes to leadership, critical thinking is the crown jewel. A great leader is not just someone who barks orders, they are a visionary who can see the big picture while also paying attention to the details. Critical thinking empowers leaders to make informed decisions, inspire their teams, and cultivate an environment where creativity and innovation flourish. As you develop your critical thinking skills, you'll find yourself stepping into a leadership role, not just in your career, but in all areas of your life. Embrace this playful journey of thinking smarter, and watch as the world opens up with new possibilities and adventures. Debunking myths: what critical thinking isn't. Critical thinking often gets a bad rap, tangled in a web of misconceptions that can make it seem more like a daunting task than a useful skill. First off, let's clear the air. Critical thinking is not just about finding faults or playing the devil's advocate. Some folks think that being a critical thinker means you've got a license to nitpick every little detail, but that's not the case. Instead, it's all about exploration and understanding. Imagine critical thinking as a treasure map, leading you to insights rather than a magnifying glass that highlights flaws. Embrace the adventure of inquiry instead of becoming the self-appointed critic of the universe. Another common myth is that critical thinking is a cold, emotionless process. Many believe that to think critically, one must strip away all feelings and biases, transforming into a logic-driven robot. But here's the fun twist: emotions and personal experiences can enrich your critical thinking. They provide context, adding color to the black and white logic that often dominates discussions. When you weave emotional intelligence into your critical thinking, you create a tapestry of understanding that's more nuanced and relatable. So, go ahead and let your feelings in. They're not the enemy, they're your trusty sidekicks on the quest for clarity. Some people also think critical thinking is an innate talent, like playing the violin or mastering the art of soufflé baking. This notion can be a buzzkill for those who feel they missed the critical thinking boat. But here's the kicker: critical thinking is a skill, not a talent reserved for the elite. With practice and curiosity, anyone can sharpen their ability to analyze, evaluate, and create. Think of it as a workout for your brain, just like lifting weights builds muscle. Engaging in thoughtful discussions and problem-solving exercises builds your critical thinking prowess. And the best part? You don't need a gym membership. Now, let's tackle the idea that critical thinking is all about being right. Some folks get so caught up in proving their point that they forget the beauty of dialogue and the joy of learning from others. Critical thinking isn't a competition, it's a collaborative dance where ideas can swirl and evolve. True critical thinkers relish the opportunity to engage with different perspectives, allowing their own views to be challenged and reshaped. So, instead of seeing disagreements as battles to win, view them as chances to grow your understanding and expand your worldview. Lastly, there's the misconception that critical thinking is only for academics or professionals in high-stakes environments. This myth can make it feel inaccessible to many everyday heroes just trying to navigate life's challenges. But critical thinking is for everyone, from the stay-at-home parent solving a scheduling conundrum to the budding entrepreneur weighing business decisions. It's about empowering yourself to make informed choices and approach problems with an open mind. So, roll up your sleeves and dive into the world of critical thinking. It's your secret weapon for personal growth, no matter where you are on your journey. The playful mind, embracing curiosity. The essence of a playful mind is the spark of curiosity that ignites our critical thinking journey. Curiosity is not just a trait, it is an adventurous spirit that invites us to explore, question, and discover the intricacies of the world around us. When we embrace this playful mindset, we open ourselves to a realm of possibilities, where every question leads us deeper into understanding, and every exploration becomes a delightful quest. It's like being a detective in a mystery novel, where the plot thickens with each clue uncovered. By treating our inquiries as playful pursuits rather than rigid tasks, we enhance our ability to think critically and creatively. To cultivate this playful curiosity, we must challenge the traditional boundaries of our thinking. Instead of viewing problems as obstacles, let's see them as puzzles waiting to be solved. When we adopt a playful attitude, we can approach challenges with a sense of wonder, imagining various solutions and experimenting with new ideas. This mindset not only fosters innovation but also encourages resilience. After all, in a game, losing is just another opportunity to learn and try again. The more we embrace this playful approach, the more adept we become at navigating complex issues, whether they relate to personal development, ethical dilemmas, or leadership challenges. Engaging with our curiosity also requires us to embrace uncertainty. In a world that often seeks definitive answers, a playful mind revels in the unknown. This is where critical thinking shines. It allows us to explore multiple perspectives and consider unconventional solutions. When we ask questions like what if or why not, we begin to uncover new avenues of thought that can lead to profound insights. The playful mind thrives in this space of exploration, where the journey itself becomes as important as the destination. This willingness to wander off the beaten path is essential for growth in every aspect of our lives, and moreover, fostering a playful mindset can enhance collaboration and communication with others. When we approach discussions with curiosity, we invite diverse viewpoints and create an environment where everyone feels valued. This playful dialogue can lead to richer problem-solving, as ideas bounce off one another like a lively game of ping-pong. In leadership, for instance, encouraging team members to share their whimsical thoughts and ideas can lead to unexpected breakthroughs and innovative solutions. By creating a culture of curiosity and playfulness, we not only enhance our critical thinking skills but also build stronger, more cohesive teams. Ultimately, embracing a playful mind is about reclaiming the joy of learning and discovery. When we allow curiosity to guide our critical thinking, we transform mundane tasks into exciting adventures. This playful approach empowers us to tackle personal challenges, ethical quandaries, and leadership dilemmas with enthusiasm and creativity. So, let's put on our thinking caps, grab our magnifying glasses, and dive into this delightful world of exploration. After all, life is a grand puzzle, and every moment presents an opportunity to think smarter and unlock our full potential. Chapter 2: Building Your Mental Toolkit. Essential skills for effective thinking. Effective thinking is like a well-tuned engine, powering your journey through life. To navigate personal development, you need to master essential skills, starting with curiosity. Ask deeper questions. Why does a problem exist? What are the underlying assumptions? This curiosity turns mundane experiences into exciting adventures of discovery. Next is perspective taking. Imagine each situation as a scene with different characters' viewpoints. By stepping into others' shoes, you gain insights that broaden your understanding. This skill helps you see beyond biases, sparking creative solutions and turning conflicts into growth opportunities. Now, consider the joy of analytical thinking. Approach problems like puzzles, breaking them down into manageable parts. Analyze patterns and how they fit together. This process transforms confusion into clarity, allowing you to tackle challenges confidently. Analytical thinking is about enjoying the journey of discovery. Creativity is another vital skill in critical thinking. Unleash your imagination and brainstorm freely without judgment. The most unconventional ideas can lead to breakthroughs, especially in ethical dilemmas or leadership challenges. Finally, reflection is crucial. It's your personal playground to revisit thoughts and actions. Ponder what worked and what didn't, learning from experiences to sharpen your thinking skills. Embrace this practice to enhance your ability to think critically, paving the way for personal growth. Socratic method. The Socratic method resembles a game of intellectual ping-pong, where ideas bounce back and forth, challenging your mind. Picture sitting in a cafe, your friend tossing intriguing questions at you. Named after philosopher Socrates, this method emphasizes asking thought-provoking questions that make you reflect on your beliefs and assumptions, sharpening your critical thinking skills. At its core, the Socratic method involves the powerful act of inquiry. Rather than receiving answers directly, you explore the depths of your thoughts, like a detective uncovering clues in your mind. Each question leads you closer to the truth, revealing hidden perspectives. This approach is invaluable for personal development, as questioning your motivations can enhance self-awareness and growth. The Socratic method also excels in ethics and morality, where complexities often arise. When facing a moral dilemma, engage in Socratic questioning. Asking, "What does it mean to be good?" or "Is there a universal standard for right and wrong?" fosters dialogue that illuminates various viewpoints, clarifying your ethical beliefs and promoting empathy. In leadership, the Socratic method transforms team dynamics. Imagine a team where everyone feels empowered to express their thoughts and challenge ideas. By incorporating this method, you encourage a culture of curiosity and critical thinking, turning meetings into discussions that spark innovative solutions and position you as a collaborative leader. Embracing the Socratic method in daily life doesn't require special attire. Start by practicing questioning in your conversations, whether with friends or colleagues. In challenging situations, channel your inner Socrates. Ask, listen, and let the dialogue unfold. This method can unlock new potentials in your critical thinking journey, leading to personal growth and a deeper understanding of the world. Tools of the trade: logic, reasoning, and creativity. When enhancing your critical thinking skills, gather essential tools to navigate thoughts and dilemmas. First, there's logic, the hammer that brings clarity from chaos. It helps you construct coherent arguments and identify fallacies, acting as your sidekick to spot misleading statements. With logic, you build a solid foundation for discussions, sharpening your thoughts. Next is reasoning, the wrench that connects ideas and draws sensible conclusions. It prompts questions like, "Why do I believe this?" and "What evidence supports my viewpoint?" This inquisitive nature enhances your understanding, helping you strategize in challenges, whether at work or in personal dilemmas. Then comes creativity, the wild card often underestimated in critical thinking. It binds logic and reasoning, allowing you to envision overlooked solutions. Picture a blank canvas, where creativity encourages unconventional paths and alternative perspectives. Embrace your imagination, innovative solutions often arise from this mix. Using these tools effectively requires practice. Hone your skills in logic, reasoning, and creativity through debate, puzzles, or journaling. The more you engage with these tools, the more adept you'll become, enriching your problem-solving abilities and personal growth. In critical thinking, the synergy of logic, reasoning, and creativity helps you navigate dilemmas and enhance your leadership skills. As you embark on this journey, keep your toolbox handy and let your imagination lead. Equipped with these tools, you can transform obstacles into opportunities for growth and success. Logical fallacies. Logical fallacies are like sneaky gremlins hiding in our reasoning, ready to disrupt our thought processes. They often appear uninvited in debates and conversations, leading us into confusion. Spotting these tricky fallacies can enhance your critical thinking skills, helping you avoid faulty reasoning and reach better conclusions. Let's explore some common logical fallacies that can affect our everyday thinking. First is the ad hominem fallacy. In a heated debate about organizing a community event, instead of addressing the ideas, someone insults your hairstyle. This distraction targets the person rather than the argument. Recognizing this fallacy helps keep discussions focused on substance rather than personal attacks. Next, let's consider straw man arguments. Imagine a debate where one person exaggerates the other's viewpoint, like claiming that a recycling supporter wants to ban all plastic. This misrepresentation makes the argument easier to refute. By identifying this fallacy, you can clarify misunderstandings and ensure accurate representation of viewpoints. Another notable fallacy is the slippery slope, which suggests that a small action will lead to disastrous consequences. For instance, allowing kids to play video games will supposedly lead them to drop out of school and become professional gamers. While it's important to consider outcomes, jumping to extreme conclusions clouds judgment. Challenging slippery slope arguments fosters a more balanced perspective. Lastly, we have the appeal to authority fallacy. While experts have valuable insights, relying solely on their opinions without scrutiny can be misleading. Just because someone has a title doesn't mean they're always correct. A curious mindset allows for critical exploration of ideas, merging expert wisdom with personal reasoning. By mastering the ability to spot logical fallacies, you enhance your critical thinking and empower yourself to engage in meaningful discussions and make informed decisions. With your new skills, navigate the complexities of reasoning confidently and embrace your inner logic detective on the quest for clearer thinking. Chapter 3: Problem Solving Like a Pro. The art of asking the right questions. Asking the right questions is a bit like being a detective in your own life. You're not just gathering information, you're digging deep to uncover the gems of insight that can lead to personal growth and transformation. Imagine you're on a treasure hunt, and the map is filled with clues that require sharp thinking and a sprinkle of curiosity. The questions you ask can either lead you to a shiny treasure chest of wisdom, or leave you wandering aimlessly in a desert of confusion. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's explore the art of questioning. First off, it's important to understand that not all questions are created equal. Some are like the classic yes or no questions that leave little room for exploration, while others are open-ended, inviting a flood of thoughts and ideas. When you ask questions that start with how or why, you open the door to deeper understanding. For example, instead of asking, "Did I make a mistake?" try reframing it to "What did I learn from this experience?" This subtle shift transforms a moment of self-doubt into a valuable learning opportunity. It's like turning a frown upside down. Suddenly, you're looking at the situation from a new perspective. Now, let's talk about the power of curiosity. Curiosity is your best friend when it comes to critical thinking. It's what pushes you to dig deeper, to unearth layers of complexity in any situation. When you cultivate a curious mindset, you become a seeker of knowledge, constantly asking questions that challenge your assumptions. Think of it as being a kid again, where every why leads to another why and eventually unravels the mysteries of the universe. Embracing this playful curiosity allows you to approach problems and ethical dilemmas with an open heart and an open mind, fostering growth in both your personal and professional life. Moreover, the art of asking the right questions extends beyond self-reflection. It plays a crucial role in leadership and decision-making. Leaders who excel at asking insightful questions inspire their teams to think critically and creatively. Instead of merely providing answers, they encourage dialogue and exploration. Imagine a brainstorming session where everyone is buzzing with ideas because the leader posed the thought-provoking question, "What if we approached this challenge from a completely different angle?" This not only sparks innovative thinking, but also empowers team members to take ownership of their contributions, fostering a collaborative spirit. Lastly, remember that the journey of questioning is ongoing. As you grow and evolve, so will the questions you ask. Embrace the idea that asking questions is not a sign of ignorance, but a hallmark of wisdom. The more you practice this art, the more adept you'll become at navigating life's complexities. So, next time you find yourself at a crossroads or facing a challenge, don't shy away from asking the tough questions. Revel in the playful dance of inquiry, for it is through these questions that you unlock the door to deeper understanding and, ultimately, to your own potential. Creative solutions, thinking outside the box. Creative solutions often arise when we dare to step beyond conventional boundaries, igniting the spark of innovation in our minds. Imagine a world where every problem has a unique twist, where solutions aren't just the status quo dressed in new clothes, but rather fresh ideas wrapped in colorful imagination. This playful approach to critical thinking allows us to explore possibilities that might initially seem absurd or impractical. It's about taking the mundane and adding a splash of creativity, much like a chef experimenting with unexpected ingredients to craft a culinary masterpiece. To think outside the box, we first need to embrace the power of curiosity. Curiosity is the playful child within us, always asking why and what if? It nudges us to question the ordinary and dig deeper into the extraordinary. When faced with a challenge, instead of accepting the first solution that comes to mind, let that inner child roam free. Ask yourself wild questions, brainstorm without judgment, and allow ideas to flow like a river unencumbered by dams. This playful exploration can lead to unexpected connections and inventive solutions that might just be the key to overcoming obstacles in our personal and professional lives. Another effective strategy for cultivating creative solutions is to engage with diverse perspectives. Surrounding ourselves with people who think differently can be like adding vibrant colors to a monochrome palette. Each individual brings their unique experiences and viewpoints, allowing us to see problems from angles we may have never considered. Engaging in discussions or brainstorming sessions with a diverse group can spark new ideas and challenge our assumptions. This collaborative creativity can lead to breakthroughs that not only solve problems but also enhance our understanding of complex issues in ethics, leadership, and personal growth. Sometimes, the best way to foster creativity is to play with constraints. It may sound counterintuitive, but setting limitations can actually fuel innovation. When we impose certain boundaries, our brains kick into high gear, seeking inventive ways to navigate around them. It's like playing a game where the rules are quirky, pushing us to think strategically and creatively. By turning restrictions into opportunities, we not only find unique solutions, but also learn to appreciate the beauty of resourcefulness, a valuable trait in both personal development and ethical decision-making. Finally, let's not forget the importance of a playful mindset in the process of problem-solving. Embracing humor and lightheartedness can transform the daunting task of tackling complex issues into an enjoyable adventure. When we approach challenges with a sense of play, we reduce anxiety and open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. This joyful exploration enables us to take risks, experiment, and ultimately discover solutions that feel both authentic and innovative. So, let's unlock our critical thinking potential by thinking outside the box, where creativity knows no bounds, and every problem is just a canvas waiting for our imaginative strokes. Real-life scenarios to test your skills. Imagine you're at a bustling coffee shop and someone accidentally spills their drink all over your laptop. Instead of panicking, take a moment to assess the situation. This is your chance to flex those critical thinking muscles. First, Evaluate the damage. How bad is it? Next, consider your options. You could unleash a well-placed rant, or you could calmly ask the barista for some paper towels and see if the person who spilled the drink is willing to help. This scenario isn't just about the laptop, it's a real-world test of your ability to analyze emotions, react thoughtfully, and craft a solution. Now, picture yourself at work, faced with a project that is spiraling out of control. Your team is divided, deadlines are looming, and frustration is palpable. Here's where critical thinking shines. Gather your team for a brainstorming session. Encourage everyone to share their thoughts without judgment. As ideas flow, steer the conversation toward common goals. This is all about dissecting the problem together and building consensus. By embracing this collaborative approach, not only do you develop potential solutions, but you also strengthen team dynamics, showcasing the power of critical thinking in a leadership role. Let's switch gears to a moral dilemma. Imagine you stumble upon a friend who is cheating on an exam. Your instincts may tell you to confront them or report the incident, but hold that thought. This scenario challenges your ethical reasoning. Reflect on the broader implications. What does this mean for your friendship? What are the potential consequences for your friend? By weighing the moral ramifications, you engage in critical thinking that goes beyond surface-level judgments. This exercise not only hones your ethical compass, but also reinforces the importance of empathy and understanding in decision-making. Next, consider a personal growth challenge. You've set a goal to run a marathon. The training is grueling, and self-doubt creeps in. Here's your moment to apply critical thinking to your personal development. Break down your goal into manageable steps. Reflect on your motivations and identify potential obstacles. Engage in self-dialogue. What's holding you back? What strategies can you employ to stay motivated? By approaching your goal with a structured mindset, you transform a daunting task into a series of achievable milestones, reinforcing your resilience and commitment. Finally, let's dive into a community issue. You notice that your local park is littered with trash, and the community seems indifferent. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, take action. Organize a cleanup event and rally your neighbors. Use critical thinking to identify who might be interested, what resources you'll need, and how to effectively communicate your message. This scenario tests your ability to enact change and inspire others. By addressing a community concern with a thoughtful plan, you not only improve your environment, but also foster connections, proving that critical thinking can create a ripple effect of positive change. Chapter 4: Critical Thinking for Personal Development. Reflecting on your beliefs and values. Reflecting on your beliefs and values is like rummaging through a treasure chest filled with shiny trinkets and dusty old relics. Each item tells a story about who you are and how you see the world. Some beliefs sparkle with clarity, while others might be a bit tarnished from time and neglect. As you sift through these treasures, ask yourself, do these beliefs truly resonate with me, or have they been inherited from family, culture, or society? Embracing this playful exploration can lead to profound insights, making it easier to distinguish between what genuinely reflects your essence and what merely occupies space in your mind. Imagine your beliefs as a playful game of Jenga. Each block represents a different value or belief you hold dear. As you pull out beliefs that no longer serve you, you might feel a bit shaky at first. But fear not. This is a critical thinking exercise in action. By examining the foundation of your beliefs, you can decide which blocks are sturdy enough to keep and which ones can be gracefully removed without toppling the entire structure. This playful dismantling and rebuilding of your belief system can lead to a stronger, more resilient self, capable of navigating the complexities of life with grace and confidence. As you dive deeper into your values, consider hosting a mini-belief party in your mind. Invite various aspects of yourself to the gathering: the skeptic, the dreamer, the pragmatist, and the idealist. Let them mingle and exchange ideas about what truly matters to you. This inner dialogue can be both entertaining and enlightening as you challenge each belief's validity and relevance. By creating a space for this conversation, you can better understand the motivations behind your beliefs and how they shape your decisions, relationships, and overall worldview. Another playful approach to reflecting on your beliefs is through the lens of role models and mentors. Think of it like a game of Who Would You Rather? Identify figures you admire and consider the values they embody. Do they align with your own? Are there aspects of their belief systems that you would like to adopt or adapt? This playful comparison can serve as a guiding compass, helping you navigate your own values while adding a splash of inspiration to your journey of self-discovery. It's a fantastic way to enhance your critical thinking skills while also broadening your perspective. Finally, remember that reflecting on your beliefs and values is not a one-time event but an ongoing adventure. As you grow and evolve, so too will your understanding of what truly matters to you. Embrace this journey with an open heart and a curious mind. Regularly revisiting your beliefs can lead to delightful surprises and unexpected revelations. So grab your metaphorical backpack and set off on this exploration, knowing that each step you take brings you closer to unlocking your true potential for personal growth and critical thinking. Setting smart goals. Thinking critically about your future. Setting smart goals is like crafting a treasure map for your future, filled with clear directions and exciting destinations. The SMART framework, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, transforms vague dreams into actionable plans. Picture it as a compass that helps you navigate the oftentimes murky waters of personal development. Instead of wandering aimlessly, you'll be striding purposefully towards your ambitions, all while sharpening your critical thinking skills along the way. First off, let's talk specifics. A goal without clarity is like trying to shoot an arrow in the dark. You might hit something, but it's unlikely to be what you intended. For instance, rather than saying, "I want to get fit," why not specify, "I will run a 5K in 3 months"? This specificity not only paints a vivid picture of what you want, but also prompts you to engage in critical thinking by breaking down the steps needed to get there. You'll start considering your current fitness level, dietary changes, and any potential obstacles, like that couch that's calling your name every evening. Next up is the measurement aspect. How will you know when you've struck gold? By quantifying your goals, you create milestones that act as checkpoints on your journey. If your aim is to save money, instead of just saying, "I want to save," declare, "I will save $1,000 in 6 months." This measurable target encourages you to think critically about your spending habits, prompting you to analyze where you can cut back and how to stay motivated. Each time you reach a milestone, you'll feel that rush of achievement, adding fuel to your critical thinking engine. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: achievability. Setting a goal that's way out of reach can be like trying to leap over a mountain, exhilarating but ultimately frustrating. It's essential to balance aspiration with realism. Ask yourself, is this goal attainable with my current resources and time? If your dream is to become a best-selling author, maybe start with writing a chapter or 2 first. By breaking down your ambitions into bite-sized pieces, you enhance your critical thinking skills as you assess what's feasible and adjust your path accordingly. Finally, the relevance and time-bound components tie everything together. Your goals should resonate with your heart and mind, fueling your passion for growth. Ask yourself, does this goal align with my values and long-term vision? Once you've confirmed its relevance, set a timeline. A deadline not only adds urgency but also sharpens your focus. Imagine you're planning to launch a small business. Setting a launch date will propel you into action, making you think critically about your strategies, resources, and contingencies. By the time the clock strikes your deadline, you'll be ready to take on the world with your well-thought-out plan in hand. Overcoming mental blocks, strategies for growth. Mental blocks can feel like an invisible wall, keeping us from reaching our full potential. When faced with a challenge, it's easy to get stuck in a mental rut, replaying the same thoughts and solutions over and over. However, overcoming these blocks is not just about pushing through, it's about embracing creativity and shifting your perspective. Picture your mind as a playground where ideas can swing, slide, and explore. To break down these barriers, we need to engage in playful thinking, inviting new ideas to frolic in our mental spaces. One strategy for overcoming mental blocks is to change your environment. Sometimes, all you need is a different backdrop to inspire fresh thoughts. Try moving to a new location, whether it's a cozy cafe, a park, or even a different room in your house. The change of scenery can spark new ideas, much like how a child finds excitement in a new playground. Surround yourself with stimuli that resonate with you, such as colorful artwork or uplifting music, and watch as your mental block starts to crumble. Remember, the goal is to create an atmosphere where your thoughts can dance freely. Another playful approach is to engage in brainstorming sessions, but with a twist. Instead of just jotting down serious ideas, allow yourself to think outside the box, literally. Use doodles, drawings, or even silly associations to get your creative juices flowing. Don't be afraid to make connections between seemingly unrelated concepts. Sometimes, the most brilliant solutions come from the quirkiest combinations. Embrace the absurdity of your ideas and let them roam. The more you allow your imagination to play, the more likely you are to stumble upon a breakthrough. Additionally, practicing mindfulness can be a game changer when dealing with mental blocks. Taking a step back to breathe and center yourself can help clear the clutter and bring clarity to your thoughts. Imagine your mind as a snow globe. When the snow settles, the view becomes clearer. Incorporating mindful moments into your day can help you reconnect with your core values and goals. Whether it's a few minutes of meditation or a walk in nature, these moments can recharge your mental batteries and open the door to new insights. Finally, don't underestimate the power of collaboration. Sharing your challenges with others can provide fresh perspectives and ignite new ideas. Think of it as a group project on the playground. Everyone brings unique skills and viewpoints to the table. Engage in discussions with friends, mentors, or even online communities. You might find that what seems like a daunting obstacle transforms into a fun puzzle when approached collectively. Celebrate the process, and remember that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, waiting to be uncovered by your critical thinking skills. Chapter 5: Ethics and Morality in the Decision-Making Process. Understanding ethical frameworks. Ethical frameworks guide our decision-making journey, helping us navigate personal growth and moral dilemmas. Understanding these frameworks sharpens critical thinking skills and aligns decisions with values. Imagine standing at a crossroads, where each path represents a different ethical perspective. Begin by contemplating utilitarianism, which emphasizes achieving the greatest happiness for the largest group. In a candy shop, you would assess the joy each type of candy offers in relation to the overall happiness of your friends. If a large gummy bear provides more enjoyment than chocolate bars, then that becomes the ethical option. Utilitarianism prompts us to carefully consider the outcomes of our decisions. Next is deontology, where rules and duties are paramount. Think of playing chess, where following the rules matters more than the outcome. If a decision benefits many but bends the rules, a deontologist would hesitate. This framework emphasizes moral obligations and consistency, vital for personal development. Now, virtue ethics shifts focus to individual character, cultivating qualities like kindness and honesty. When facing tough decisions, ask, what would a virtuous person do? This approach fosters self-reflection and personal growth, enhancing critical thinking. Finally, social contract theory highlights mutual agreements within a community, akin to a group project. It prompts us to consider how our actions affect others, strengthening relationships and fostering community. Exploring these ethical frameworks unlocks insights that enhance critical thinking. Whether navigating dilemmas, improving leadership, or pursuing personal growth, these perspectives equip you to make informed, morally sound decisions. Grab your ethical compass and embark on this journey of self-discovery. Navigating moral dilemmas with critical thinking. Navigating moral dilemmas can feel like finding your way through a maze blindfolded. You know there's a way out, but each turn might lead to a dead end or despair. When faced with a decision that impacts not just you but others, use critical thinking as your guiding tool. A mix of curiosity and logic can help you tackle these dilemmas and emerge wiser. Start by identifying your values. What inspires you, and what brings you down? Reflect on what you stand for to establish a solid foundation for your decision-making process. Next, gather information like a detective. What are the facts? Who are the stakeholders? What could the consequences be? Critical thinking encourages you to look beyond the surface, so dig deeper to make an informed choice that aligns with your values. Now it's decision time. But don't rush in. Weigh your options and consider the pros and cons of each. Engage in a thought experiment. How would you feel about each choice? This exploration can reveal insights that help harmonize your head and heart. Finally, reflect on the outcome. Did your decision align with your values? What did you learn? Analyzing your moral journey not only strengthens your critical thinking skills, but also fosters a growth mindset. Remember, it's about enjoying the journey and evolving, as each twist in the maze can teach you something valuable. Case studies: when thinking critically saves the day. In the world of critical thinking, a touch of skepticism can turn potential disasters into success stories. Consider Sarah, a manager faced with a pivotal decision about launching a new product that could either boost profits or lead to financial trouble. Instead of rushing in, she gathered her team, posed probing questions, and fostered open dialogue. This process revealed critical flaws in the product, leading them to wisely delay the launch and avoid a costly mistake. Now, let's look at Tom, a young professional confronted with a moral dilemma. He discovered a colleague cutting corners on a project, risking serious repercussions for clients. Rather than ignoring it, Tom used critical thinking to weigh outcomes and ethical implications. He confronted his colleague directly, which not only resolved the issue but also strengthened the team's integrity. His critical thinking helped transform a potentially damaging situation into a chance for growth. In personal development, Lisa felt overwhelmed by life's choices. Instead of despairing, she applied critical thinking to her situation. By listing her concerns and questioning her assumptions, she discovered many fears were unfounded. This self-reflection led her to clarity and the pursuit of her passion for art, illustrating that critical thinking also helps us navigate our inner chaos. In leadership, critical thinking can distinguish a thriving team from a stagnant one. Mark, a team leader, faced a major transition. Rather than issuing orders, he encouraged his team to share their thoughts, fostering an environment for critical inquiry. By engaging with diverse perspectives, Mark crafted a transition plan that addressed fears and utilized their strengths, turning resistance into teamwork. Lastly, everyday heroes wield critical thinking in light-hearted ways. A group of friends planning a vacation debated between a beach and a mountain retreat. Instead of arguing, they analyzed preferences, budget, and weather forecasts to create a decision-making framework that made everyone feel included. Ultimately, they chose a destination combining both beach and mountains, showcasing that critical thinking enhances not only serious matters but also personal choices. Chapter 6: Leadership through a critical lens. The role of critical thinking in effective leadership. Effective leadership is not just about barking orders or having the fanciest office, it's about thinking critically and strategically. Imagine a leader as a chess player, always a few moves ahead, considering the consequences of each decision. Critical thinking acts as the chessboard on which leaders maneuver their pieces. It allows them to analyze situations, weigh options, and foresee potential pitfalls. When leaders embrace critical thinking, they transform challenges into opportunities, making them not just good leaders, but great ones. Now, let's talk about decision-making, that intriguing puzzle every leader faces. Leaders often find themselves at crossroads, where the wrong turn can lead to a dead end. Here, critical thinking becomes their trusty GPS. By evaluating evidence, questioning assumptions, and considering various perspectives, leaders can navigate through the fog of uncertainty. It's like being a detective in the world of business, where every clue counts. The ability to dissect a problem and explore solutions with a curious mind turns mundane decisions into thrilling adventures. The ethical dimension of leadership cannot be overlooked either. Critical thinking shines a spotlight on the murky waters of ethics and morality. Leaders often face dilemmas that challenge their values and principles. With a critical thinking lens, they can dissect these dilemmas, weighing the implications of their choices. It's like being at a buffet where every dish has a potential consequence. By thoughtfully considering the impact of their decisions on others, leaders not only uphold their integrity but also inspire trust and respect among their teams. Moreover, critical thinking fosters creativity within leadership. When leaders encourage a culture of questioning and exploration, they open the floodgates to innovative ideas. It's like hosting a brainstorming party where everyone is invited to toss around wild ideas without fear of judgment. This playful approach not only leads to creative solutions but also empowers team members to contribute actively, enhancing collaboration and morale. A leader who thinks critically doesn't just direct, they orchestrate a symphony of thoughts, blending diverse perspectives into harmonious outcomes. In conclusion, the role of critical thinking in effective leadership is akin to a secret ingredient in a delicious recipe. It enhances decision-making, guides ethical considerations, sparks creativity, and ultimately fosters a positive organizational culture. Leaders who embrace critical thinking not only elevate their own potential but also inspire those around them to think smarter, act bolder, and lead with confidence. So, whether you're at the helm of a company or guiding a small team, remember, the best leaders are the ones who think critically and playfully navigate the complexities of leadership with a curious mind, encouraging a culture of open dialogue. In the grand adventure of personal growth, encouraging a culture of open dialogue is like sprinkling fairy dust on your critical thinking skills. Imagine a vibrant garden where ideas bloom freely and creativity flows like a sparkling river. In such a space, every voice matters, and every opinion is a colorful petal contributing to the overall beauty. When we foster an environment where people feel safe to express their thoughts without fear of judgment, we allow critical thinking to flourish. This is not just about talking, it's about weaving a tapestry of perspectives that enriches our understanding of the world. Think of open dialogue as a fantastic game of catch, where ideas are tossed back and forth, and everyone is invited to play. When people feel comfortable sharing their thoughts, they can challenge each other's assumptions in a playful manner. This friendly banter encourages us to think deeper and to re-evaluate our viewpoints. As we engage in this lively exchange, we sharpen our critical thinking skills, transforming our conversations into a playground for the mind. After all, when ideas collide, sparks of innovation fly, and we discover solutions that we might never have imagined alone. Now, let's not forget the role of curiosity in this delightful dialogue dance. Curiosity is like the secret ingredient that makes everything tastier. When we approach conversations with an open heart and a curious mind, we invite others to join us in exploring the vast landscape of thoughts and ideas. This means asking questions, listening actively, and embracing the unexpected. In this space, we can challenge ethical dilemmas and moral questions playfully, allowing us to dissect complex issues without the weight of seriousness dragging us down. It's about transforming critical thinking into an exciting quest for knowledge. As leaders, embracing a culture of open dialogue empowers everyone in the room to think smarter. When team members feel that their voices are valued, they are more likely to contribute boldly and creatively. This not only enhances problem solving, but also cultivates a sense of belonging and collaboration. Leaders can set the tone by encouraging feedback, celebrating diverse opinions, and creating opportunities for brainstorming sessions that resemble a lively concert rather than a monotonous meeting. The more we champion open dialogue, the more we unlock the potential of our teams to think critically and innovatively. Ultimately, encouraging a culture of open dialogue is about creating a safe haven for minds to meet and mingle. It's about turning conversations into a vibrant exchange of ideas, where curiosity reigns and every thought is welcomed. Through this playful approach, we not only enhance our critical thinking skills but also build a community that values growth, understanding, and connection. So, let's grab our metaphorical paintbrushes and start coloring outside the lines of traditional discourse. Together, we can create a masterpiece of collective intelligence that propels us forward on our journey of personal development. Decision-making strategies for leaders. Decision-making is like a dance, and every leader needs to find their rhythm. When faced with choices, it's essential to blend intuition, analysis, and creativity, just like a dancer combines grace and precision. The first strategy to keep in mind is to embrace the power of curiosity. Ask questions that challenge the status quo. Instead of simply accepting the first solution that pops into your head, dig deeper. What are the underlying assumptions? What if you approach the problem from a different angle? This playful exploration can often unearth innovative solutions that might otherwise be overlooked. Next up on the decision-making playlist is the art of collaboration. Remember, even the best soloists need a supporting cast. Encourage diverse perspectives by bringing together a team with varying experiences and viewpoints. This not only enriches the decision-making process, but also fosters a sense of ownership among team members. It's like having a jam session where everyone contributes their unique sound, leading to a symphony of ideas that might just strike the perfect chord for your challenge. Let's not forget the importance of reflection in our decision-making choreography. After you've made a decision, take a moment to step back and evaluate the outcome. Did it meet your expectations? What lessons can you glean from the process? This reflective practice not only sharpens your critical thinking skills, but also prepares you for future performances. Remember, even seasoned dancers stumble sometimes. What matters is how you learn and adapt from those missteps. Another key strategy is to embrace the concept of good enough. Perfectionism can be a decision-making trap that leads to paralysis by analysis. Sometimes, the best choice is the one that moves you forward, even if it's not flawless. This doesn't mean you should settle for mediocrity, but rather that you should recognize when it's time to take action rather than get lost in endless deliberation. Think of it like hitting the dance floor. You may not have every step perfected, but the joy of moving is what counts. Finally, let your values guide your decisions. Just as a dancer has a style that reflects their personality, your choices should resonate with who you are and what you stand for. Aligning decisions with your core beliefs not only enhances your leadership authenticity, but also builds trust among your team. When people see that you make choices grounded in integrity, they're more likely to follow your lead. So, the next time you're faced with a tough decision, remember to dance to the beat of your values, and you'll not only make smarter choices, but inspire those around you to do the same. Chapter 7: Fostering a Habit of Critical Thinking. Daily practices to enhance your thinking. Daily practices to enhance your thinking can transform your mind from a sluggish sponge into a vibrant, agile gymnast. Imagine your brain as a playground, where every swing, slide, and merry-go-round represents a different way to engage your critical thinking skills. The key to unlocking that potential is consistency. Just like you wouldn't expect to master a sport by only practicing once a month, daily engagement with your mind can yield incredible results. So, let's jump into some playful activities that will have you thinking smarter in no time. Start your day with a mental warm-up. Before you even get out of bed, challenge yourself with a riddle or brain teaser. This simple yet effective practice not only kickstarts your brain, but also sets a playful tone for the day. Whether it's a classic logic problem or a quirky lateral thinking puzzle, these little challenges can sharpen your problem-solving skills and get you in the mood for critical thinking. Plus, you'll impress your friends with your newfound ability to solve the unsolvable before breakfast. Throughout your day, turn mundane moments into opportunities for reflection. When you find yourself waiting in line or sipping your morning coffee, take a moment to ponder a question. It could be something profound like, what does it mean to lead with integrity? Or something silly like, if I could only eat one food for the rest of my life, what would it be? These playful inquiries not only enhance your critical thinking, but also encourage a deeper understanding of your own values and beliefs. Embrace the absurdity and let your mind wander. You might just stumble upon a brilliant insight. Engaging in discussions with others can also elevate your thinking experience. Make a habit of having playful debates with friends or family, where you can explore different viewpoints on topics that matter to you. Choose a theme for the week, like ethics in everyday decisions or the importance of creativity in leadership. By stepping into the shoes of others, you not only challenge your own ideas but also expand your perspective. It's like mental gymnastics, each flip and twist strengthens your ability to think critically and empathetically. Finally, wrap up your day with a reflection session. Grab a journal and jot down your thoughts on the day's challenges and triumphs. What sparked your curiosity? Where did you find yourself struggling? This practice isn't just about recording events, it's about engaging with your thought processes and understanding why you arrived at certain conclusions. By reflecting on your day, you're not just enhancing your critical thinking skills, you're also fostering a growth mindset that will serve you well in all areas of life. So, make it a ritual, and watch as your thinking evolves into something more dynamic and playful, building a supportive community for growth. In the grand adventure of personal growth, one of the most delightful surprises is discovering the power of a supportive community. Picture this: you're on a quest, sword in hand, navigating the labyrinth of life's challenges. Suddenly, you realize that your most potent weapon isn't your sword at all, it's your trusty band of allies, each bringing their unique strengths to the table. Building a supportive community is like assembling your own Justice League, where every member is committed to lifting each other up and cheering the loudest during your triumphs. First things first, it's essential to know that a supportive community thrives on shared values and goals. When you surround yourself with individuals who resonate with your desire for critical thinking and personal development, the energy is electric. Engage with those who challenge you to question your assumptions and push the boundaries of your comfort zone. Think of it as a brainstorming session where ideas bounce around like popcorn. The more kernels you have, the bigger and more explosive the ideas become. When you collectively tackle ethics and morality, you might even find that your perspectives shift and expand in ways you never imagined possible. Next, let's sprinkle in a bit of playfulness as you foster these connections. Remember, growth doesn't have to be all serious business. Organize meetups that feel less like lectures and more like game nights. Think debates over pizza, problem-solving scavenger hunts, or workshops that turn critical thinking into a fun, interactive experience. By creating a space where laughter and creativity coexist with learning and growth, you'll attract like-minded individuals who are eager to join you on this journey. After all, who wouldn't want to be part of a community that feels more like a lively celebration than a tedious seminar? As your community grows, so does the opportunity for collaboration. Imagine what can happen when you pool your collective skills and insights. Whether it's tackling a community project, writing a blog together, or even launching a podcast, these collaborative ventures can amplify your critical thinking skills while reinforcing the bonds you share. It's like building a sturdy bridge across the river of doubt, allowing you to cross with confidence while encouraging others to do the same. This synergy not only enhances your problem-solving abilities, but also nurtures a culture of support and encouragement that permeates your entire group. Lastly, never underestimate the importance of nurturing your community. Just as a garden flourishes with care, your supportive network requires attention and love. Celebrate milestones, recognize individual contributions, and create rituals that honor your shared journey. Whether it's a monthly potluck to reflect on your achievements or a simple shout-out for someone's insightful contribution, these gestures reinforce the fabric of your community. By cultivating an environment where everyone feels valued and empowered, you'll not only unlock your critical thinking potential but also inspire others to embark on their own paths of personal growth. Together, you'll create a vibrant tapestry of minds working towards a brighter future. Celebrating your progress, keeping it fun. Celebrating your progress is like throwing a party for your brain, complete with confetti, balloons, and maybe even a dance-off. When you engage in critical thinking and problem-solving, you're not only sharpening your mind, but also embarking on a journey that deserves recognition. Each step you take, from unraveling a complex idea to making an ethical decision, is a reason to celebrate. So, let's make it fun. Whether you've tackled a tough dilemma or simply learned something new, take a moment to give yourself a high five. This is where the magic happens. Acknowledging your progress fuels your motivation and keeps the journey exhilarating. In the world of critical thinking, every small victory counts. Did you successfully analyze a situation from multiple perspectives? Did you wrestle with an ethical conundrum and come out with a clearer understanding? These achievements are the sprinkles on your cupcake of personal development. Create a reward system for yourself, perhaps a special treat, a mini-adventure, or a night off to indulge in your favorite hobby. By linking your achievements to enjoyable experiences, you reinforce positive behavior, making the process of critical thinking feel less like a chore and more like a delightful escape. Let's not forget the power of community in this celebration. Sharing your progress with friends, family, or fellow thinkers can turn your journey into a fun and collaborative experience. Organize a critical thinking night where everyone brings a challenge they've faced, and together you brainstorm solutions. Each success story shared is another spark of joy, and the laughter that ensues creates a vibrant atmosphere of learning. You'll not only celebrate your progress, but also inspire others to embrace their critical thinking journeys, creating a ripple effect of growth and positivity. Incorporating creativity into your progress celebration can also be a game changer. Why not express your achievements through art, music, or writing? Create a vision board that reflects your milestones, or jot down a poem that encapsulates your journey. This playful approach adds a layer of personal expression that deepens your connection to your progress. When you engage your creative side, you transform the abstract concept of success into something tangible and relatable, making every step of the critical thinking process feel like a colorful adventure. Lastly, remember that critical thinking is an ongoing journey, not a destination. Embrace the playful spirit of exploration and make it a point to celebrate often. Set up regular check-ins with yourself to assess your progress, reflecting on what you've learned and how far you've come. Each reflection is an opportunity to acknowledge your growth and to set new, exciting challenges. By keeping the celebration alive, you infuse your critical thinking practice with energy and enthusiasm, ensuring that every moment spent thinking smarter is a reason to dance, laugh, and continue growing. Chapter 8: The Future of Your Thinking Journey. Embracing lifelong learning. Lifelong learning is like a buffet of knowledge, and who wouldn't want to fill their plate with delicious new ideas? The world is a grand tapestry of information, and each thread represents a lesson waiting to be unraveled. Embracing lifelong learning means adopting a playful curiosity about the world around us. It's about tapping into that inner child who is always asking why and what if. When we approach learning with a sense of wonder, we open ourselves up to a universe of possibilities, enhancing our critical thinking skills in the process. Imagine each new piece of information as a puzzle piece. The more we learn, the more complete our picture of the world becomes. Critical thinking thrives on diverse perspectives, and lifelong learning equips us with a toolkit to analyze, synthesize, and evaluate ideas. Whether it's picking up a new skill, exploring a different culture, or diving into philosophy, every experience adds depth to our understanding. So, let's be those curious cats who chase after every intriguing thought and question, because each one adds a new layer to our critical thinking prowess. In the realm of personal development, lifelong learning serves as a catalyst for growth. It challenges us to step outside our comfort zones and confront our biases. The more we expose ourselves to varied viewpoints and disciplines, the more we cultivate empathy and ethical reasoning. This is where critical thinking shines, allowing us to navigate moral dilemmas with finesse. So, let's don our explorer hats and venture into the unknown, armed with the knowledge that every new encounter enriches our ethical framework and sharpens our decision-making skills. For those in leadership positions, the importance of lifelong learning cannot be overstated. A leader who embraces learning not only sets an example, but also fosters an environment where others can thrive. Imagine leading a team of innovators, each member hungry for knowledge and eager to tackle challenges with fresh insights. This culture of continuous improvement leads to better problem-solving and collaboration. Let's celebrate this dynamic learning journey, where every mistake becomes a stepping stone and every success is a shared victory in the quest for excellence. Finally, let's remember that the journey of lifelong learning is not a race, but a joyful exploration. It's about savoring the moments of discovery, the conversations that spark new ideas, and the challenges that push us to think critically. So, grab your metaphorical magnifying glass and inspect the world with a playful spirit. Embrace the twists and turns, the ups and downs, and let each experience refine your ability to think smarter. After all, the more we learn, the more we grow, and the more we can contribute to the world around us. Staying curious, the adventure continues. Curiosity is the spark that ignites the fire of critical thinking, turning the mundane into the extraordinary. Imagine stepping into a world where every question you ask is a key that unlocks doors to new adventures. Staying curious is not just a passive state, it's an active pursuit that leads you down winding paths of knowledge and understanding. Every time you wonder why or how, you embark on a mini-adventure ready to explore uncharted territories of thought. So, put on your explorer's hat and prepare to navigate the vast seas of information that await you. As you dive deeper into the ocean of curiosity, you'll find that each wave of inquiry brings fresh perspectives and challenges. The journey isn't always straightforward. Sometimes, you'll encounter rough waters where your beliefs are tested. Embrace these moments. They're opportunities for growth. Just like a seasoned sailor learns to read the winds, you too can hone your skills in critical thinking by questioning your assumptions and seeking alternative viewpoints. Remember, the most vibrant discoveries often lie just beyond the horizon of your comfort zone. In the realm of personal development, curiosity acts as your trusty compass. It guides you towards self-reflection and deeper insights into your values and aspirations. By asking yourself probing questions, like what motivates you or how your experiences shape your worldview, you develop a richer understanding of your identity. This self-awareness is crucial for ethical decision-making, as it allows you to navigate moral dilemmas with clarity and confidence. The more you explore your inner landscape, the more equipped you are to lead with integrity and purpose. Curiosity also plays a vital role in enhancing your leadership abilities. Great leaders are not just decision-makers, they are inquisitive learners who foster an environment where questions are welcomed. By encouraging your team to stay curious, you create a culture of innovation and collaboration. Imagine brainstorming sessions filled with playful curiosity, where every idea is a stepping stone to greater creativity and problem-solving. As you cultivate this atmosphere, you not only enhance your leadership skills, but also inspire those around you to embrace their own journeys of exploration. So, as you navigate the vast seas of critical thinking, remember that curiosity is your greatest ally. Let it propel you forward, encouraging you to ask questions, challenge norms, and seek out new experiences. The adventure of staying curious is never-ending. It's a lifelong quest that enriches your mind and spirit. Embrace the thrill of discovery, and watch as your critical thinking capabilities soar to new heights, illuminating your path to personal growth and fulfillment. Inspiring others, being a thinking champion. In a world buzzing with information, being a thinking champion is like being a superhero in a cape made of ideas. This isn't about flying through the air or lifting cars, it's about empowering others to think critically and creatively. When you embrace your role as a thinking champion, you ignite sparks of curiosity and confidence in those around you. It's not just about solving problems, it's about inspiring others to tackle challenges with a fresh perspective, turning everyday situations into opportunities for growth. Imagine leading a brainstorming session where everyone's ideas flow freely, and suddenly, what seemed impossible becomes possible. That's the magic of critical thinking in action. One of the most delightful aspects of being a thinking champion is the joy of collaboration. Picture yourself in a room full of diverse minds, each bringing their unique experiences and viewpoints to the table. As a thinking champion, your role is to facilitate this exchange, encouraging everyone to contribute and build on each other's ideas. You can throw in a playful challenge or a quirky question to stimulate discussion. If our problem were a pizza, what toppings would we add to make it delicious? This playful approach not only lightens the mood, but also opens the door to innovative solutions. You'll soon find that creativity flourishes in an atmosphere where everyone feels valued and heard. Being a thinking champion also means nurturing a culture of curiosity and questioning. Encourage those around you to ask why and how rather than simply accepting things at face value. Curiosity is contagious. When you model this behavior, you inspire others to dig deeper, explore alternatives, and challenge the status quo. This process can lead to not just individual growth, but collective breakthroughs. You might even discover that some of the best ideas arise from the simplest questions. Remember, the next time someone asks a seemingly silly question, it could be the key that unlocks a treasure trove of insights. As you inspire others through critical thinking, don't forget the power of empathy and ethics. Being a thinking champion means guiding discussions with a moral compass, ensuring that everyone considers the implications of their ideas. Foster an environment where ethical dilemmas are explored with thoughtfulness. When someone proposes a solution, encourage them to reflect on how it impacts others. For instance, ask, how would our decision affect the community? This not only elevates the conversation, but helps cultivate responsible leaders who understand the broader impact of their choices. It's a win-win. You inspire thoughtful leaders while also reinforcing the importance of ethics in decision-making. Finally, remember that being a thinking champion is a journey, not a destination. Each interaction is an opportunity to inspire, and every challenge is a chance to learn. Celebrate the wins, no matter how small, and encourage others to see failures as stepping stones to success. Keep the atmosphere light-hearted. After all, who said critical thinking can't be fun? By nurturing a playful yet serious approach to problem-solving, you'll create a ripple effect that transforms not just how people think, but how they live and lead. So, don your cape, gather your team, and let the adventures in thinking begin.
The end. Thank you for listening. This was a Mindful Books production. Copyright 2025.